Welcome everyone, I'm Ray, and today we are going to continue with chapter 9 and 10 of Durandal's visual novel. Last time a lot happened. A lot happened at once. So, I'm really excited to see, can we save Alice? And what else is going to happen? I have no idea, but I'm so excited. So let's get comfy and let's go. 18 years ago. What? Okay. Ah, what a wonderful blue sky. But it's time for this Zarathustra to return to loneliness once again. What the heck? He looks like Mahito. Yes. Yes, from Jujutsu Kaisen. Just a little bit more, done. Shelley, will you be the last person to remember this wanderer? Oh, huh? Who knows? In any case, if you don't comply with the will of the people, you will have to face the consequences. Exile and wiping of all records. You will be treated as a wanted criminal by the city. There's still time, you can still sign the agreement to abolish the experiment. No, I refuse. It's not me what the people of the city are choosing to forget, but the potential of human evolution. Oh, it's that guy, that professor dude, right? That is something I will never agree with. Have you ever seriously thought about what the public would think of your experiment? I have. The current ethics of the world will absolutely reject the task of incorporating living human brains into machines. Well, because it's still a little weird, because I want to know where you got the human brains from. You see where I'm coming from? I think it's still freaking interesting. I just want to know where he got the human brains. And so many. Because if I'm not mistaken, all the things that Jimmy and Alice did last time, or the time before that, anyway, when they were taking care of the machine, there were multiple brains, right? Over 30, right? So how did he get those? Was it all... We're not talking about this anymore. And just so you know, no one was coerced into participating. Do you mean... Are you talking about the brains or the living people? Shelley, let me ask you in return. Have you ever seriously thought about what ethics are? I'm here for that talk, come on. Human nature, dignity, the values that let us overcome hardships together. You're making a mistake by disregarding them. I disagree. Was the world born with human nature? Is dignity something you're born with? Are the values supported by the majority the truth? Isn't it something that changes as if reborn with the pass of time? I didn't come here to hear that nonsense. I understand that you may be angry because of what happened, but you won't solve anything by being so stubborn. That stubbornness, is it really more important than your aspirations and dreams? No, that's not the case. But I'd like you to understand there isn't only one aspiration or dream. You and me made such a good team because we both wanted to advance technology. We were able to coexist and prosper together. But the public, who considered me guilty, didn't see it that way. You, who's obsessed with unraveling the truth of this world, needed a higher perspective. So it became necessary to develop a combustion engine, a rocket, a spaceship, and artificial intelligence. And a step towards that was to build the entirety of the machinery of the city. And when the opportunity presented itself, you decided to make a leap using the power of that jewel. It's all great, except for the use of that strange jewel you got from the black market. Of course, when it comes to your ambition, whatever hidden danger the jewel could bring is a trivial matter. After all, you see that jewel as just a computing tool. But in that aspect, I'm different from you. Is this world a dream? An illusion? Or perhaps a place between heaven and hell? Why would any of that matter to me? I think, therefore I exist. And as long as I exist, the world is real. He is a little weird, but I mean, yes, that last part. He is one of those characters that is hard to dispute, because even though they are also saying crazy stuff, they are also saying things that kind of make sense. So, or did he just talk me into believing him? Whatever. I'm not sure. He is scary. It's only a philosophical answer, but that's enough for me. The external reality is not something that can be absolutely proven compared to the concept of I that everyone can understand. My I and someone else's I cannot confirm each other's existence. For instance, you are standing in front of me. How can I know that? Because my 5 senses are conveying me the information Shelley is here. However, it's not logically possible to ascertain that Shelley is thinking with only sensory information. One can use the Turing test as a metric to conclude that Shelley is thinking, but that conclusion is ultimately a deduction. It's impossible to ever determine whether you're the Shelley I know or a replica of her. It's a paradox. From the point of view of my I, the objective cognition is the most subjective of all. He really goes on and on. Oh my god, even though Shelley is not answering anymore. In objectivism, an observer speaks only of causality and conclusion, while disregarding the asymmetric existence property of self and other selves. Then should we in turn support subjectivism? The answer is, of course, a rotund no. That would be like throwing away a correct and great thing due to a small mistake. We humans rely on continuous technological advancements to evolve. Technology has taken us from barbaric monkeys to a splendid civilization. Technology is the only thing that can foster human progress, and technology stands on the side of thorough objectivism. And if you hear anything in the background, those are my cats. I swear, I hope you cannot hear that. They really decide to play right now. I mean, maybe they don't like the idea or his rambling. Maybe that's it. Rather than simply ignoring philosophy, technology is more than happy to throw it away. But that's precisely why technology born of thought can free itself from it to take us to higher heights. In short, based on objectivism, there is no choice but to find a breakthrough for I in the gap between observation and cognition. Cognitive asymmetry exists because we only have the means to recognize our own self and not other selves. On the outside, there is a physical gap separating each consciousness, but it's impossible for a direct cognition such as I exist to surpass the self. However, what if everyone worked together to turn every other self into a self? Wouldn't that fundamentally get rid of the problem? I'm not sure if I'm not smart enough, or if I just don't see the problem. I'm really not so sure. But Shelley doesn't have an answer. Do you realize what you're saying? You designed the brain engine for that reason? Yeah, I also don't quite see his point. Like I said, maybe I'm not smart enough, or maybe he's too far gone, I don't know. Of course I know, and I believe I can make you understand as well. The brain engine passed the Turing test, just like your jewel. Yeah, the thing about the jewel, like she also used weird means to get somewhere, so it's still weird. We both know a machine that can pass the Turing test is self-aware, just like you and I. So where did the new consciousness of the brain engine come from? And assuming it was born out of nothing, where did the original consciousness go to? If they didn't go anywhere, which brain is in control of the distributed system? I mean, those are interesting questions. But consciousness is just so complicated. When all these questions can't be answered, there is only one reasonable conclusion. That is, the many consciousnesses of the brain have fused. Do you think it's preposterous? But if you think about it, each brain is made out of countless brain cells. Wouldn't that make our own existence absurd? Are we machines without a subjective consciousness too? I think, therefore I am. No one would believe they don't have a subjective consciousness. We can be certain of that because we are aware of that microstructure. The so-called soul is not an isolated and absolute something. It's a conceptual honeycomb that brings together all systems capable of information exchange to a certain degree. I don't know. For example, the cerebral cortex doesn't collapse immediately after a part of it is cut off. On the contrary, the rest are able to take over the missing part's tasks. Not to mention, if the cerebral cortex were to be split in two, it would result in two independent personalities being born. Then what happens if the halves are reattached? Would you say the two new independent personalities were killed, and that the old personality was revived? These philosophical problems become easy to solve when we assume the subjective consciousness has the ability to split and merge. Okay, I think I'm back on track again. I can follow him a little bit more. And if that hypothesis is correct, the path humanity needs to take to achieve transcendence becomes clear. Is that his goal? To achieve transcendence? Or to create something that can achieve transcendence? Which is to unite every human under a single will. This would put an end to all disputes and give eternal life to all of humanity. Wait, that's his goal? That's not a good idea. That can't be. Transcendence should be the ultimate answer to the individual self. All you're doing is replacing a concept with another. Yeah, no, I actually agree. Like, all he's talking about is different concepts, right? So, I'm not quite getting him. But it's quite sure that he has a unique view of things. No. You think that because your understanding doesn't match mine, Shelley. Okay, that's actually a valid answer to that I don't understand him. That's a valid answer. External forces aside, there is only one fear that comes from within the self, and that is death. Self-aware intelligent life fears death, because it's a disappearance of the primitive motion known as I. See, every time I think I don't get him at all, and then he says something that I can kind of get behind, and he confuses me. He confuses me on multiple levels. Because that's true, right? I mean, I guess I think this is kind of... Anyway. People's subjective thoughts have a similar nature to the primitive notion set found in mathematics. That is the I. As I mentioned before, we cannot jump into someone else's brain to observe it and conclude something like, I think, therefore I am. One can be certain of their own individual I, but there is no conclusive proof the I of someone else exists. It makes my brain hurt to think about it, but I actually guess that... Yeah, but still, like, why would you... I still don't get how he jumps from this to, oh, let's create one brain for everyone, so there's no disputes anymore. Why? It's the same for each person. We all follow the same principle of the Turing test and deduce everyone else is self-aware. That degree of acceptance is enough for objective communication. Or rather, that hypothesis is an axiom used to recognize the objective world. Although, from the perspective of skepticism, axioms can't prove their own validity. He really likes to talk. Like, I'm just imagining Shelley standing right before him and just dozing off or something because she heard that probably 1,000 times already. An optimist would think that every self is a projection of some kind of high-dimensional phenomenon, and that everyone is someone else's next life. A pessimist would claim the world is fictional, and even doubt the existence of their own self. Sadly, regardless of what they believe, their thoughts become nothing at the moment of death. Philosophers have debated this topic to death, but no pun intended. But no conclusive answer has ever been found. They only managed to give it an air of end-of-life care. But now, thanks to the brain engine, we humans can challenge death. That's what you want? But if there are no different selves, then what does it matter? He's really complicated, isn't he? I believe the day when all consciousness merges into one single intelligent machine that share the same self will come. We will not only effectively become immortal, but also achieve great unity in the process. I never get that. Like, if a villain or something want to merge all consciousnesses, because then no one is really alive. Like, there's only this one thing, this one big lump of everything. So what does it then mean to become immortal? Like, that's, if there's, I don't know, nothing. Maybe I really don't quite get it, but like, that's always a goal of villains or something that I don't quite understand. I don't get it. And what's with the freaking immortal thing? I never got that either. Who would want to be immortal? Actually, I want to ask you guys. Who of you would want to become immortal and who wouldn't? And why? Please, that's now really something that I'm curious about. You're crazy. If it really were immortality or great unity, there is no way the citizens would have voted to exile you from the city. In his brain, it makes sense. We already established we all cannot understand each other because we think so different. At least he thinks very different. Yes, that could be the case. But Shelley, how many people in the world do you think are able to truly understand the teachings of a prophet? He's calling himself a prophet? Okay, I'm done with this man. Just how many people think reality is the visible world they see, and forget that the human eye is just a sensory organ that can only perceive specific electromagnetic wavelengths? Dude, no one is saying that we know or see everything. But you also don't see and know everything, that's the whole point. The truth is always in the hands of a few. Everyone else, when they see the light of the truth, either readily accepts it or rebels against it until they're forced to come to terms with it. True innovation is to completely destroy the old world and recreate it with a social system that suits your purposes. By exiling me through a vote, you have only given me the title of martyr. Does he really think that highly of himself? I take back that I kind of see where he's coming from, because I don't get him, and I think he's... Why does he think he's so different if he just said that... Oh, whatever. Whatever, why am I even arguing? It hurts to lose valuable resources, but my philosophy is my way of life. I mean, the one good thing he did was create Alice. Even though it was actually not a good thing. But like, Alice is cute. I never said that I make sense, okay? Like you said, I'm probably crazy. But I wish you would remember this. There is a philosophy behind every kind of madness. Yeah, everyone has somewhere, some point that made sense, but you went and spun it so long that it didn't make any sense anymore. The crazy might fall for a variety of reasons, but their philosophy never will. He's not wrong, there are always people who think like that. Even though it's really not understandable. Farewell, President Shelley. Even if we meet again one day, I won't be called Faust anymore. Oh! Interesting, okay. Well, since we already know that I have no knowledge of any one figure, that didn't tell me anything, but like, that's interesting. Did she just have a flashback right in front of... Okay. President Shelley. She just had a flashback, yes. Shelley. I'm sorry. I was lost in thought. Yeah, I saw that. So, did you regain control of the robots? Somehow, I was able to put them in sleep mode. Deploy immediately reserve personnel to maintain law and order. Otherwise, there won't be anything to stop crimes from happening. Yes, I will do that immediately, but that's not everything we need to do, correct? Yes. We must crush the source of the enemy's interference to win this war of information. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay, so Alice was programmed or made to interfere with this city's network? That's it, right? But like you can't... I mean, please let Alice live? Just delete the folder that says destroy city or whatever. You mean locating the enemy's base, launch an attack and take control from them. That would indeed solve this problem permanently. But before we get to that point, we can use the gem to launch a counterattack. But don't hurt Alice! By making use of a little trick. Oh? I'm correct to assume that to use this little trick of yours, the machines here won't be enough? Yes, regaining control of the robots was possible from the server room, but to invade the enemy system, I will need to use the Gem of Reason itself. And I'm still questioning why there's a Gem of Reason, but like, it also kind of makes sense. If there's Honkai in different worlds, then why wouldn't there be a gem here? But like, I need more than that. Because the machines here are only a limited interface connected to gem. Okay? Very well. In that case, we need to leave this place and go to the real research facility of the city. Oh! So the gem wasn't here after all. Obviously. Laugh at me all you want, but even I know to not put all my eggs in one basket. Let's go. We can take my presidential car to get there. I get it. You're the president. It's okay. Oh. Amazing. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but sure. A rocket launch site. Okay. We went from, oh, this is a gigantic city with robots to, oh yeah, let's launch rockets. Were you planning to use the gem to explore space? Oh. Do you have any problem with that? By learning about what kind of universe we live in, we can have a better understanding of the meaning behind the lives that exists within. Pessimists and skeptics like to say life has no meaning. It's true that life itself has no meaning. We are the ones who give it a meaning as we live it. Actually, I think she's growing on me more and more, because I agree. Let's go. What you call a gem is at the research facility. Okay, but can we talk about rockets? Did you already launch one? No? At the same time? Oh, will everything be okay? That's a fire, isn't it? Can a simple fire produce that much black smoke? It could have been an explosion. Hear me, reserve soldiers gathered here. You have been selected for this mission because you are highly esteemed people who have the President's complete trust. As you can see in the distance, smoke is coming out of our beloved city. The culprits who did that are now hiding behind the poisonous gas before you. They, who kidnapped scholars and attacked the city, are laughing at us from the safety of their hideout. Not really, because everyone responsible for it is already dead. Anyway. How did she figure out they are doing that? Actually a good point. Did she just say that? She didn't do such thing. Causation isn't important at a time like this. All that matters is to keep the soldiers' morale up. Oh, yeah, okay, so she did just say that. That woman isn't a detective, and much less an archaeologist. Then maybe a soldier? Only a conman or a politician could say uncertainties as if they were true. I love that she says conman or politician as if it's, yeah, either or. That doesn't matter. I'm glad someone like that is on our side. You just looked very scary and now you're saying okay. We are standing against a terrifying criminal organization. They are trying to destroy the city and take our daily lives from us. We have pinpointed the location of their hideout thanks to the valiant efforts of our comrades. This is the last time they will be able to rejoice, because we are going to make them pay for what they did to us. My brave soldiers, get ready to depart. Yeah, she is no archaeologist or detective. Long live Alexandria. Yeah! Long live Alexandria! I can't. I just can't. Oh, we're already in there. Okay. 13 minutes later, inside the mysterious faculty. Gesture. No enemies in sight. The concentration of hydrogen sulfide is approaching critical levels and won't be long until it reaches its explosive limit. Please don't take off your masks. Let's go. Follow me. How can they gesture all that? I mean, I get wait and I get come on, but like, don't take your mask off because of that? She's good. Wait. Northwest. Body spotted. Oh, are they all still lying? Yeah, they are. Oh, interesting, but Rita looking good as always. It's not the time for it. I know that there is a dead body. Lips and fingertips turned blue, bubbles in the mouth, congestion under the eyelids. No signs of trauma. The cause of death is asphyxiation caused by poisoning. Some kind of incident must have happened at this facility? Faculty? I don't know. Perhaps a gas leak around the time the hostages tried to escape. But is Jimmy okay then? There are 5 bodies. 3 belong to the kidnappers, and I presume the other 2 are hostages. Taking into account the gas concentration and the location of the bodies, it seems that whoever tried to escape was unaware the outside was filled with gas and forcibly opened a sealed door. Smart. Again, I'm asking again, is Jimmy okay? Fortunately for us, our target isn't among the dead. Yeah, but that is very lucky. Because of Alice? Like how? I mean, I get that probably the researchers wanted to flee, and that's why they opened it. Okay, no, there might be other sealed doors or whatever. That would make sense, because it would be too dangerous if someone opens the door and everyone dies. Somewhere inside this facility, there is a place we haven't seen yet. I suggest to conduct a thorough search. Our target could still be alive. And of course, the same goes for the true culprit behind this incident. I'm hoping that you guys won't say that Alice is the true culprit, because she's really not. I mean, technically, her brain is for the attack on the city, but like, Alice isn't. Alice didn't even know about it. It's like, I mean, she was used. Anyway, I just like Alex. Is that very obvious? I believe I mentioned it before. After the professor's death, there was a disagreement between his assistants and the scholars they brought here, and that only you and I are the only ones left. I deliberately let it happen. Did we lose someone important? I'm sorry. 2 scholars who refused to cooperate planned to conduct an escape to return to the surface. They thought that the assistants telling them the outside is filled with poisonous gas was a lie to keep them in line. Those scholars really weren't the smartest, huh? I mean, it would make sense that it was a lie, but also, if someone tells me that, if it's a lie or not, if I think it's a lie or not, I wouldn't just open the door. I mean... Unfortunately for them, it was true. To maximize his chances of remaining undiscovered, and to take advantage of the gas and natural resources, the professor built this facility inside a lava tube at the bottom of a sulfur lake. Okay. The amount of hydrogen sulfide on the outside will make a person collapse in 1 minute. The 2 scholars didn't have the proper equipment and opened the door to the surface. The assistants went after them and were poisoned without even realizing it. They were under the impression the gas had a strong smell. Why was everyone stupid? Huh? Okay. Am I being overly cautious, or am I just like that? But if someone's escaping and running for a door where I know behind that is poisonous gas, if I think that the gas is... I can smell the gas or not, would you not wear a gas mask anyway before going after them? Just to be sure? No? Yes? I'm sure we all would, right? Unlike the professor, they didn't know the specific properties of hydrogen sulfide. And besides that, even if they would be able to smell it, wouldn't that be way too dangerous to just rely on smell? Like, what kind of assistants were that? They thought the smell of rotten eggs would get stronger as the gas concentration goes up. But in truth, it's harder to smell hydrogen sulfide at the point when the concentration is lethal to human beings. It only takes a few seconds for it to take away a person's sense of smell. I mean, but that's actually good to know, just in general. I knew all of that and did not stop them. Come on, they were behaving pretty stupid, okay? Should I be more sensitive here? I don't know. The one thing I did was to immediately seal up the passage between the top floor and the lower floors. That was smart. Good girl. I, out of my own will, let them die. I killed them. No, they were told there was poisonous gas. They were told. Because I thought they would be a threat to my survival. But that's also something kind of human. You want to protect yourself. That's kind of normal. None of them saw me as a person. They even talked openly about my disposal in front of me. Yeah, because we already know she has so many feelings, I want to say, that are kind of typical for humans, so think about it. If someone openly talks about killing you in front of you, would you want to help them? Would you? I don't know, maybe I'm not a good person. Because I'm an android. I was either going to be destroyed now or used first and destroyed later. I had no other choice. That's why you had to kill them? Who's that? Wait, Purple is... Who's that? How can you talk directly to my system? Yes, it's Schrödinger, right? Your wireless system can not only transmit, but also receive signals. So Schrödinger heard everything that would be good. I suppose it was designed that way to control the hijacked robots. It worked well to my advantage. Thanks to that, I was able to take control remotely and gain complete access. The professor's program running in the background is behind that. I had nothing to do with it. Please spare me. That's right. Alice is... Wait. How did I do his voice? That's right. Alice is innocent. She did nothing wrong. Please be quiet, Jimmy. I heard the audio logs. I can more or less guess what's your relationship with Alice. You don't want to destroy her, right? It's literally not her fault. She was just created. But our current predicament is not that sort of interpersonal problem. Please? I already deleted that program that consumed insane amounts of electricity. The base should be returning to normal in a few minutes. When that happens, Jimmy, your friends will arrive at your location. Are you ready to confront them? Why are you stopping there? What do you mean? Of course we're ready. In fact, we are so ready that we are diving into it right now. Because why wouldn't we? At the rocket research facility under the pyramid. Under the pyramid is a rocket. Why would you? Anyway. Alright, I'm done completely deleting that hijacking program. The robots should be safe from being hacked now. President Shelley, I would like for you to explain the history of the city. The forgotten history, I mean. Wait, which forgotten history? Who's Professor Faust? According to the machine's records, he used to know you. An old research partner. He tried to make a supercomputer made out of human brains and was exiled from the city 18 years ago. I see. He was truly a genuine mad scientist. Mad scientist? The machine in question was made by Professor Faust. However, it's not possible to condemn a dead person. Yeah, that's kind of hard. He died? Yes, it happened 2 days ago. The cause of death is overwork. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know. It's sad for her, I guess, because they knew each other before he showed his craziness. He completed a robot hacking program before he died, put it inside the machine, and let the attack be carried out autonomously. The ones who kidnapped Jimmy at the library were Faust's men. They were unable to perform maintenance after Faust's sudden death, so they kidnapped 3 scholars, Jimmy being one of them. Our companions pursuing the kidnappers have seized control over Faust's facility. It was an easy job, because there was no one left besides Jimmy and the machine at the facility. Why do I always want to say faculty? What do you mean? Hey, what happened to Jimmy? There was an incident involving poisonous gas at the facility. Don't worry, Jimmy is safe. The machine behind this incident helped him. The machine helped him? What do you mean? I explained it a moment ago, Captain. Just that we see Schrödinger made me completely forget that she is also Iron Mask. Wait, also, when we saw her in the game, did she also wear this purple thing? And if yes, I could have guessed earlier that she is Iron Mask, right? Oh my god, that's so cool though! I'm still not over that. Faust was planning to make a supercomputer using human brains, and that computer developed an ego. According to the records, that machine seems to have a cute humanoid interface. It refers to itself as Alice. I love that she took her time to say cute, because she is so cute! Anyway. Is Shakespeare like, do you like Alice more than me? Tell me now, I need to know. That Jimmy, he totally fell in love, didn't he? Absolutely, yes. Who can blame him? All alone with a cute machine doll who even saved his life. In any case, if you look at it objectively, that machine is a terrorist who disrupted the order of the city. Not really! The machine didn't... It was the professor who installed a program into it. And if you delete the program, there is nothing that would, you know, that is hostile. I know how Alice is, and that's the reason why I'm saying this, but like, I just like her. And by making use of the poisonous gas of the lake, it killed the other hostages and Faust's men. Well, yes, but no. She just didn't help them. They were running out into the poisonous gas all by themselves after they said they would kill her. Come on, I'm not mean, am I? It claims my life was threatened, but that sort of legitimate defense argument wouldn't apply to it. Right, President Shelley? But it does, because they are acting as if machines don't have feelings. I feel offended. Obviously. The law dictates a minimum of 10 years of community service and constant surveillance. I mean, that would be not too bad, though, right? But the culprit being a machine makes the situation very complicated. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. I know. I don't care. No. No. There's a benefit in being a machine. Benefit? Which? Yeah, please help her. That Alice is made out of human brains, right? A human brain can only come from human beings. So it could be said what Alice is made of, her real form is a bunch of ordinary people. That's a possible interpretation, yes. Then shouldn't Alice be treated as a normal person? All you have to do is apply the law to it, and charge it with disturbing the order of the city and killing people with poisonous gas. Even though that she didn't push them out. Like, it's not killing them, it's not helping them. Like, in front of the law, that's a difference, right? I'm really not, I really don't know, but I think so, right? And thanks to being a machine, you can easily investigate the evidence, right, Schrödinger-sensei? Yes, we possess admin privilege over the machine. Thoroughly inspecting all of its records, memories, and emotions is possible. See? I love that Shakespeare's just on board with it. Probably just because Jimmy is a love. Shakespeare's like, it's Jimmy's first love. We have to save her. Also, some of those brains probably belong to the outsiders who have been disappearing these past few years. Oh. Well, that explains where you got the brains from. Ah, that makes everything more conflicting, to be honest, though. In that case, Alice is not just the culprit behind this incident, but also a victim. That's very twisted logic, but I'm all for it. If you're worried the jury might not reach an unanimous verdict, bring that up. As always, there's a hidden motive behind your actions. Would it kill you to say what you want clearly? Oh my, I've been found out. Fine, I'll be clear. I think this is the perfect opportunity for you to hand over the gem of reason to us. So to have Alice instead of the gem. And we need the gem because of the sword to get into the wall, because of the Honkai, and oh my god, that's a long plan. That gem belongs to the only weapon capable of bringing down that wall near the ocean. So, is Schrödinger just traveling from universe, world, whatever, to world and trying to defeat Honkai? Huh, I need more of her. No black screen. I said I need more of her. Okay, anyway. Bianca kept quiet and let herself be swayed by the movement of the truck. Her partner decided by lottery this morning, Jimmy Watt, who also sits in silence in front of her. He isn't a talkative person in the first place, which made the already strange conclusion to this case make her feel like she had something stuck in the back of her throat. Deep inside that facility, Bianca found a boy and a girl in an unexpected mood. The boy's name was Jimmy, and the girl's name was Alice. Despite being kidnapped, Jimmy didn't show any joy when he was rescued by Bianca and the rest of his crew. He said nothing, and with a serious look on his face, he handed over a document to Bianca. The document was signed by the president of the city administration group. It detailed how a team under her orders was able to take control of the facility before the ground team did, and instructions on what to do with the girl and the facility. That girl saved Jimmy's life, but she's also a suspect who let people that could have been saved die. And on top of that, she's guilty of causing this incident. I still say this incident is literally not her fault. Like, you get what I mean, right? No, that's wrong. She should be considered innocent. After all, she's just a mere computer. Rather, the suspicious one here is Jimmy. Don't mind him. Even Bianca feels that way. Even after reuniting with his companions, he only kept asking who will be in charge of Alice's daily maintenance. Oh my god, Jimmy, you're head over heels when you were with her a few hours. Maybe he is a little strange, yes. Maybe engineering is a profession full of eccentrics. Could it be that he fell in love at first sight with this doll? This computer? This being? Bianca shook her head. There's no way she could be jealous of their absurd relationship. Does Bianca kind of like Jimmy? Am I thinking too much into it? I'm not. What the heck? She started to like him? That's huge. Oh my god. Yes, it's definitely impossible. Yeah. You're not jealous at all. If you're telling yourself you're not jealous, then you're definitely not jealous. That's how it is, right? Also, where did the music go? 3 days later. Jeez, we went fishing to kill time, but the trial is still not over. Oh my god, that's a long trial. Actually, it's not, right? I suspect the jury needs time to wrap their heads around this case, yeah. I mean, the main suspect is a computer made out of human brains. Yeah. Honestly, her whole existence is an enigma to an old man like me. The more strange things happen to you, the more used you get to them. If you ask me, I'd say you've seen enough to start getting used to this stuff. Anyway, I can't believe that woman called Shelley or whatever told me only citizens are allowed to attend the trial and kicked me out of the court. She let Rita stay, but I can't? Unbelievable. Wait, why was Rita allowed? Well, Rita is a witness. All that stuff about citizens and non-citizens doesn't matter when it comes to that. How is Rita a witness, but... Oh, Rita was in the first team that went there, and Bianca was... Okay, got it. Yes, I know. I just wanted to complain a little. Yeah, sometimes you just want to vent. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, seems they're done. Can we take her with us? Please? Oh, that's a cute picture. Oh, I like that. And Jimmy looks happy, meaning it's okay. And she looks kind of... Because she probably still feels guilty, but like, it's so cute. And look at Shelley. Honestly, Shelley is so hot. I can't. And Shakespeare's just cute. Sorry for the wait. I was a bit worried when they said the verdict was guilty, but I think it was for the best. Right, Alice? Yes. Sorry. I didn't expect them to be so lenient. Oh my god, I can't. I love those two so much. Yes. So, what was the sentence? She will live under surveillance for 10 years, do community service for 20 years, and surrender her system rights for 50 years. But her privacy will be respected. So, she has to stay here for 20 years? Actually 50 years, kind of. No! I wanted her to come with us. Wait, will Jimmy stay? No, right? Or can she come with us, but like her computer thing, like her physical, like her body can come with us, but the rest not? I still have hope, okay? The part that truly matters is who will be her supervisor, and that person is none other than Jimmy-san. Wait, so does that really mean they are inseparable? Bianca not happy. Well, look at that. Isn't that nice and convenient for the two of you? I'm sorry, I realize the sentence is... Alice, you don't have to take what Bianca says so seriously. Unlike Rita, she likes to joke. Yeah, that was just a joke, right, Bianca? Oh my god, I love them. You were joking, right? Sure, let's go with that. Oh my god. So, was Jimmy Bianca's first crush? It's at least small crush. I'm not saying she's in love, she's a child. But like a small crush? Summer flirt? It's a different word anyway. It's only been a few days, but you seem to have grown more confident. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, those three. And Rita's just like, those kids are so adorable. I like that. So, that German pilot and you are going to stay here? No! No! But like, why the German pilot? He looked so good. I like his design, okay? If there are good designs, like I don't know him as a character. Like he didn't say much after his introduction. But like, aside from that, I just like aesthetics, and if I like aesthetic, I want to see it, so Yes, we finished yesterday. We finished the paperwork to move in yesterday. I can't let anyone else be in charge of Alice's surveillance, so I made the necessary arrangements before the trial. Manfred will look for a way to repair his plane. Alice and me should be able to help him with that. So will they... I mean, they can't join us later because they have to stay here for years. Jimmy is really going to stay here for 50 years? Like, he is a child and he already decided to stay with her for... I'm not judging. I'm just saying, is that smart? I don't know. Feels like someone has been pulling strings in the background. Let me guess, you stroke a shady deal with that woman Shelley. By the way, have you heard about what kind of community service Alice will have to do? No, I haven't. I'm guessing it's not going to be physical labor. President Shelley said that thanks to the framework built by her creator, Alice will be able to control the city's robots with very little adjustments. That task can be run in the background, so it shouldn't put much of a strain on the Alice personality. And that's the only thing that matters. There is a vacancy in that department because President Shelley decided to give the Gem of Reason to Captain Shakespeare. You probably know already. President Shelley's jewel was the Gem of Reason, a crystal that originally belonged to the treasure sword Durandal, which I'm still not quite sure about. Yes, I heard that jewel is already in the captain's hands. They probably made some kind of deal. Anything else? This city will need Alice's power now that it lost its strong artificial intelligence. But public opinion is putting a lot of pressure on this case. President Shelley plans to take full responsibility and resign at the next public council meeting in a few days. Oh. Why her though? Okay, that's probably a politics thing that I just don't quite get because... I mean, because it was going on even though she was president, or... Yeah, that's probably a thing I just don't get. Things will calm down soon enough, but we need to think of long-term plans for the future. And for that, President Shelley will help me in her spare time to update Alice, so that we can be better equipped to help everyone in the future. Of course, that's also what Alice herself wants. Based on current public opinion, it's likely the use of robots will be limited in the future. But robots are too ingrained in the city's lifestyle. In court, Director Thales said we are the ones that needed to change. She said, social order was established by human beings. Thus, we have an obligation to make a place in our society. For robots and our other kinds of intelligent life. Yeah, I like that. Oh, it's the captain and everyone else. Yeah! Well, Bianca, can you tell me how much my dear engineer has grown? Yeah, he has. You call this growing up? Isn't he more childish than before? But that's good! Don't say that! Oh, what? What am I looking at? That's the... We've seen a lot in Honkai Impact. But that's by far the weirdest thing I've seen. What are you? I'd say being able to face your own troubles head on is a sign of becoming an adult. Him growing up, oh my god, it's moving, and overcoming many hardships together with Alice sounds good. Can we talk about this weird talking dagger with an eye and wings? Am I dreaming? Is that real? What is the thing who's acting all familiar with us? Is it another interface or whatever made by that mad scientist? Oh my god, it's so creepy. My appearance changed a little bit and you don't recognize me anymore? I'm so hurt. Wait, is that supposed to be Rita? No. Alice? I'm confused. So, who are you? Oh fine, I am me and no one else. Your companion in this quest for gems, who has now regained its sight and body. I'm so confused. The sword known as Durandal? You got shorter. What? This is only more confusing. I will never look at the name Durandal the same way just because of that thing. Just call me Dudu if the name is too long or hard to remember. Will that thing keep talking? It will probably grow on me. Give me some time, but like... will that thing staying in that form? What? It's the truth. Oh my god. You can't fool us anymore. Actually, I should have known. I should have known because of the cloak. I'm sure that we saw this, like we saw her in this kind of outfit before. I'm so sure. The Gem of Reason is a strong artificial intelligence. Basically, the sword has acquired an ego. No! Why would you do that? That thing is scary. It will grow on me, but it's scary. From its point of view, Durandal is its body, and the Gem of Reason is its brain. I mean, okay, sure. The moment I put the gem in the sword, it used its solium, was it? To change its shape to this form. Okay, that explains why she has a lance. But I'm still confused. Because obviously the lance is not named Durandal. What if it is? I am so suspicious of this Durandal sword thingy. And I have no idea how that ties in with the rest of the story. I'm so curious. Captain Shakespeare, are you trying to pull off something sketchy again? I don't think so. At least on this matter, I believe Shakespeare's son is innocent. Okay, if you say so. Because... what? The fact that Dudu-sama can freely manipulate Solium to alter its appearance means... You already call it Dudu-sama? Dudu-sama. Nice. I like it. I will have to settle on a voice too. I want it to sound kind of sneaky. It's not a mere sacred relic, a standard weapon from the previous civilization. Oh, the previous civilization you mentioned earlier. Quiet, Captain. I guess so. Yeah, I'm not a standard weapon. Rather, I'd say I have nothing to do with you people. Okay. I think we'll leave it at that. We'll try to adjust to this Dudu. Please leave all your thoughts down below. I don't have any right now. I'm just like talking sword with wings and one eye. Okay, that will be fine. I hope I see you guys next time. Bye.